What if everything that you think you are, that makes up you, isn't actually you? All your thoughts, all your beliefs. We're going to look at this in a slightly different way that most people might look at this today. First of all, we have program, then we have ego. Let's go with ego first. Your ego, people say, oh, we have to have ego death. We have to have in yoga, right? Your ego is the thing that keeps you safe. That is the whole point of ego, to keep you safe. No one ever does anything bad. There are no bad people from the point of one's own individual ego and perspective, because your ego is there to keep you safe. Now, you might find from your perspective, the thing that someone else is doing, you consider to be bad or evil or whatever. But from the perspective of their ego, they are doing with the knowledge they have in the moment they are in, to the best of their ability, they are protecting themselves. It's all about self-protection. That's it. So then we have the program. So this is where I say to you, everything you think you are isn't you. Because let's face it, your name was given to you. The beliefs you hold were given to you based on the place you live and the family and the environment and the situation you grew up in. That's why some people are one religion, other people are another religion, other people are no religion. It's why some people are one way politically orientated and another way. It's why some people have likes about certain sports and others about different sports. Yeah. Because if you don't have a certain thing where you grow up, you have no knowledge of it. So you can't have a like for it, can you, if you have no knowledge for it? And then you might like sports based on whether you like the sport or whether it's a possibility for financial stability later, or your likes, for the most part, not completely, for the most part, are environmental. There are certain parts of you, talking about likes as in food and taste, lots of them are environmental, but many or some can come from within. For a reason, you might not like a certain food and it might turn out you are allergic to that food. But then those phobias or those allergies can have been created by phobias and things that happened. This is how deep the program runs. So if you think about you, and you say to yourself, my ego is the thing that protects me. That's it. And then I have this program. Who am I? If I am not my name, if I am not my likes, if I am not my beliefs, if my thoughts and the way I think have been cultivated by the environment and the culture that I was around, the way you think about money, the way you think about other people, the way you think has been sculptured by external factors, by the people around you. So none of that is you. None of it. That's all external factors. Everything has been built upon external factors. None of that is the core you. So in reality, we're not, when people talk about ego death and all this stuff in yoga, it's actually wrong. Because we're not talking about ego death. We're talking about ejecting, deleting, erasing, removing ourselves from the program that is running in our minds. Because the ego itself is purely the basic safety program that keeps us safe. It's not about the ego. So think to yourself, as I said, now, here, who am I? What am I? I'm not my name. I'm not my beliefs. I'm not my likes. I'm not my dislikes. I'm not my biases. The way I think is not truly me, because that has been created by the external core beliefs put in me, and everything's been built from there. And to the most core of core beliefs that you have, reincarnation, heaven, hell, good and bad, light and dark, yes and no, black and white. You believe red is red because you were told it or shown it. Someone who is colorblind might not see it the same way. This we know. And if we go down even further and we say, I am not my thoughts at all, because they are all a program. Yet at the same time, we're not talking about the way science likes to talk or medicine likes to talk. You are the sum of your physical body. You are that one thing that we can control, and by changing one thing, it doesn't affect anything else. That's why humans get science wrong so often. That's why it took them so long to figure it out. And it's still taking them so long to figure it out. So whilst in part, a small part of you might be your physical body, at the same time, that is only a tiny aspect of you. So some people say you are not your physical body. Of course you are. Yet, that is not the sum of what you are. It's a huge difference. So we can pick a number randomly. We can say 1%. You are 1% your physical body. We could call this 0.0000001%. We're not talking about a specific amount here, but there is a part of you that is this physical body, right? But it's a small part, right? Or wrong? Do you disagree? How do you feel? And so when you let go of the program, when you let go of the monkey mind, because that is not yours, that's external. When you don't take my word for it about the physical body, that would be external programming. When you feel what is your physical body, when you feel what are your emotions, that of course are manipulated by that external program in you, by all your memories. Where am I? Who am I? What am I? This thing that thinks, this thing that processes, this thing that sees beyond the simple physical world. Pushed and pulled, manipulated through 3D physical reality and others trying to get ahead based on their egos, their programming. Because everyone's programming is different. What or who am I? And as we awaken the energies within us, the pranic energy, Shakti, Shiva consciousness, things start to open. Our eyes are open. The prana helps us to heal. The prana helps us to break free of the traumas of the external that we've had, just like in Kundalini activation, in hypnosis, in plant medicine. These are all awakenings of prana in a sense, healing, getting back to point zero. Once we're fully healed, once we're back at point zero, we can then connect to Shakti, into Shiva, and understand this is not something that we can put into words. This is something we experience. Because any words on this will put filters on it. It is something we experience. And as so many of my clients and my students realize, once they get to this state, once they receive Pranapat, Shaktipat, Shivapat, which I will talk about in another video and have spoken about in previous videos. Once they have this experience that no one has given to them, as in no one has explained it to them, they have this experience, and then they can go and they can talk to other people about it. And they see that other people have had a very similar experience. The details of interpretation might change ever so slightly, but it is the same experience everybody has. So they can test it to see if it is real, not based on opinion. When they discover these things, they discover who they are. Please subscribe to the channel if you wish to reach more videos and more information like this. Because the more people that subscribe, the more people that share this, the more I'm able to make for you. If you wish to feel the energy, I offer weekly, live, group, online sessions. At the moment, the price is less than a cup of coffee a week. So it's around $12 a month. I should be charging at least 180 for these sessions, but I do it so everybody can experience it. $12 a month for weekly sessions. If you want to go deeper into this, come train with me. theawakeningenergy.com. You'll find the link there for those sessions as well. I'll see you in another video.